Did you ask Candace for the reports?
No, I mean, like, what was the original response to?
I'm recording, by the way. Is that a yes from both of you?
I am now. I'm trying to find Candace.
Ben?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the snow. Okay.
Yeah.
I scrolled up and then realized it was the last thing that was in the
So
chat.
you know who Candace is? Yeah, I mean, it's just you don't know who Candace is?
Candice LeRae?
No, Candace Dick fit in your mouth.
I knew there was something there.
There was it was in the Chun Discord. No, not it was on Twitter actually. Because Combo Breaker, that tournament I went to that one time, they're going to a new area because it's literally getting to the smaller area. Like they're closing it down, which sucks because they've been there for years. And apparently, like scumbags in the FGC are like buying up multiple hotel rooms and reselling them.
Yeah.
But that led to a joke of like somebody I just saw a tweet was so they're banned from Combo Breaker, right? And then somebody goes, wait, who's banned? And somebody just says Candace, and goes, oh, I don't know who that is, but what do they do? And then the quote retweeted them, Candace Dick fit in your mouth with a slam dunk, like over the top slam dunk gif. It was hilarious. And then that spread into the Chun Discord, where a person who I know who's from Australia is like private messaging with somebody, and he goes, I'm not gonna tell you how to do a thing, and he goes, you should watch Candace. And he goes, what's Candace? And then, Candace Dick fit in your mouth. And then he adds him in the public chat, telling him to get wrecked. It's just too fucking funny. And he did it again later in the day. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I didn't enable you.
Candace Dick. I want to do that to a customer so bad. Because you should just, as I'm on my way out, you should go talk to Candace. Who's Candace? Candace Dick.
No, like when they ask you a question, you're like, I don't know. You should go ask. Go find Candace. Like just leave it at that, and then they'll go around the store like looking for Candace, and they'll come back to you and like, who's Candace? I can't find Candace. Like make a whole thing out of it.
Oh my god, I won't do it to a customer because that'll get me in trouble. I'll do it to a coworker, and it'll just go. I'll let it go the entire day. Like you should. The new employee, Candace. You're supposed to work with them.
Yeah.
The entire day, and then at the end, I have to do it to a male employee who I know because if I do it to a female employee, it's gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, it might get you in trouble anyway.
True, but I think I can get away with some of the employees. Candace Dick fit in your mouth. I already pulled it off in Twitter DMs with some of my other friends, so I'm on a feed. I'm on a frenzy.
A feeding frenzy. All right, can I start?
I don't know. Can you?
Can I?
I don't know. Can you?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Char Shot Gamescast. Each every week, friends gather around talking about the games they're playing, things going on in their lives. Stay out with me, Justin.
You should start the show with the awkwardness.
Ben.
Yes, cry, Smash fans, cry. I love your tears. So
oh yeah, I
good.
didn't put the direct in the news.
That's because no one cares.
Did you have?
I mean, I don't really.
I
We'll talk about it. It's fine.
No, it's okay. I don't matter anyways. It doesn't matter.
No.
Justin, what have you been up to?
Yeah. You know how I said we should start with the awkwardness? This is it. This is all of it. Right here. I have, let's see, we didn't miss last week, right? So it's just a week?
Yes.
Okay. My like time spans have been weird. This was like the first full week of work in a while, so my brain's all over the place. Anyway, wait, no, last week was the first full week of work. Yeah, I'm super out of it. I haven't played too much. I beat the post game content in Pokemon, and that's about all I have to say about that because it's not a good post game. And the end game grind is a big part of why I switched over to Destiny, which I'll get to in a second, because it's nothing. Like, pretty much the only things you can do after you beat the post game is obviously, run around and just fight and capture wild Pokemon like normal. And then there's the battle tower, which I guess is good like competitive training for people that like competitive. You can get like a rental team of Pokemon to take in to try out different different like strategies and things like that. But as far as training up your team, it's kind of garbage. Because like for every 2 battles you get a rare candy and some battle points. But the battle points are just for like getting special hold items and things like that. So it's like you don't get any experience from the battles. It's just after you beat 2, you get a rare candy and your rank goes up. So I thought it was like it was a good way to to level everyone up and get ready for some of the raids and stuff. But no, it's terrible. I'm not saying the mode is terrible. I'm saying it's terrible for grinding. And so the other thing is to do the raids because you actually get quite a bit from them. You get like a bunch of the XP candies. Sometimes you just get rare candies from them. And I think you also get experience for the actual battles themselves. Plus, rare Pokemon sometimes. But a lot of those are super annoying to do on your own. So, like, I spent a while after I beat the post game just grinding out the max raids with one of my friends, and not Ben because he doesn't want to join us apparently.
Listen. I did a listen.
Uh-huh.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Raid battles are boring as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They're boring. They're tedious. They take a long time.
Uh-huh.
It's not fun.
You're not guaranteed to catch them, which is super annoying.
Yeah, and also the fact that like, just like listen. It's boring. I don't do raid shit in Mortal Kombat 11 either. So, yeah, I'm not. No,
Yeah, not every game needs raids. Just putting that out there.
Like, maybe it'd be better if we were like making stupid shit up while you're playing, but that's just because of our oddly weird chemistry together, and not because of the game's strengths.
Like my friend and I were having conversations. The game was kind of second. Honestly, it got to the point where like it was just kind of tapping A on the super effective move. Oof. And then like we were having conversations. It was like, oh wait, we're done. All right, let's try to catch it. And then like, okay, what raid are we doing next? Like, there's no skill to it at all. But it was fun. Like it was, it was a fun night with him. But actually, we did it twice, like for a few hours. It's just there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
And the fact that the raid like beams can be all over the wild area means you're just kind of like biking around trying to find the next one.
Wow.
It's and they're not even always good ones.
No, the first one the only one I've done I did 2. The Cutie Fly, which one of my favorites from the last gen. And then not Crocodile. That's Gen 2. The turtle.
Dreadnought?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be like, oh, maybe it's.
Was it a Giga?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
He didn't look any different.
It stands on 2 feet.
Oh no, then definitely. Like that's also what I hate. It's like, why? Just show me. Just fucking show me if it's gonna be the
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, like, yeah, no. I hope they change some of that for the expansion stuff.
They will.
Yeah, you're probably right, but which makes me want to not buy them immediately.
Yeah. I already did. I'm a sucker.
Yeah, they don't come out till June and November, so I can probably buy them for like Christmas or something.
Yeah,
but like, yeah.
Did you get your Slowpoke though?
No, I don't care.
I mean,
I don't care.
It's free.
I get it, but I liked what I played, and I don't want to ruin that experience. And doing those raids kind of hurt my experience.
That's fair. But basically, what I was told is like to really stand a chance, Like to just be able to grind them out, you have to get to level 100. And like I
Oh,
said, the only way to really like level up and stuff in the post game is doing the raids. So you see where the cycle kind of falls
you get to-
apart
yeah.
because like my whole team is like level 80 right now. Like it's the highest I've ever gotten a team. But I raised them from like 65 to 80 just doing raids. It's been so tedious. Um so yeah, that's something I've been doing, I guess. And aside from that, I jumped back into Destiny a little bit. I was just gonna like grind out some quests and stuff to raise my power level so I can try to stand a chance at like raiding with Thomas and the clan and stuff. And then he joined in with me for a bit, and the the thought was to do the DLC story together. But for some reason, that first mission in Forsaken was a single player mission in an
Yeah.
online games of service game.
And it wasn't always like that either, because I used to do
Yeah.
that. Like I used to do the first mission with my dad and my friend before.
Yeah, it's a cool mission.
Yeah, man.
Like running through the jail with Cade and all that. Like,
the
it's
prison
really
of
fun.
elders.
Yeah, but I just don't understand why I had to do it alone. That was weird. But it was still fun. I definitely want to do more of that. It was just kind of like, like I said, after all that raiding, quote unquote raiding. It's not really. In Pokemon, I was like, man, I feel like the grind in Destiny is more interesting than this, and that the grind in that is not that great. So I mean, like when you get to the end game, it is, but like just building your light level, like running through the lost sectors and doing the same things over and over again gets old.
There's lots of things for you to do other than that.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff is kind of like power gated towards the end. Or for the end, I should say. But I do want to go through more of the story stuff because I really like the story. The cinematics are great. I just don't really have much desire to play it by myself, and you're always like, with the raids and stuff. So I try not to bother you.
No, just ask me.
But we'll do more. And then I've played a little bit of stuff on Xbox. I actually jumped into some more Anthem today when I got home from work because I booted it up last night, I guess. I moved my TVs around because just kind of, while we're on the what I've been up to thing and not just games. I got a new TV for the basement when we finish it because it was on sale and I didn't want to miss the deal. But it was just sitting downstairs, and it's like a really nice 4K 65-inch TV. And I started like doing some work in the basement, and it was like kicking up all this dust and stuff. And I got worried about the TV just sitting down there. It's in the box, but I was still like, it's being wasted down here. And like if we do start kicking up dust and getting it really dirty, and like all the tools and stuff down here, like we're bound to knock it over or like mess it up with the dust and stuff. So I don't really want it in the basement. We've got a few months until it's all done. So I thought it would be fun to switch out the living room TV in the meantime, because we have a 55-inch like non 4K, but that TV doesn't have a stand anymore because it broke. So I couldn't just switch out the TVs and like put that one elsewhere. I had to swap the bedroom TV, which is a 42-inch, with our 55-inch from the living room. Way too big for a bedroom, but whatever. And then put the 42-inch on a stand and put it like on the other side of this room right now, because I could actually set it on the floor. And then put the 65-inch where the 55-inch was. So I spent last night like redoing a lot of TV mounts and stuff. But to test it out, I wanted to pull up some kind of game that looked pretty and had good color depth and stuff. So I pulled up Anthem, and then when I got home today, I already had that pulled up on the Xbox, so I played some more of it. I still really like that game. I don't know, like it's grindy. The gameplay loop is repetitive.
Did you get to the tombs yet?
What was the mission that I did? What was it called? It was like started with an I, and it was a one-word mission. The problem is I don't really know what's happening. because I get paired up with randos, and so they're rushing through the missions, and I'm just trying to keep up.
I mean, the game's not great at telling you what's happening, anyways.
True. I like the talking to people between missions. I think the dialogue is actually the voice acting is really well done. But in mission, yeah, it's too chaotic to really listen to what's happening. And because everyone's just moving on without me, I can't keep up with the action, much less, the story.
Yeah.
So I just kind of, run through and enjoy the grind. Because the abilities you get and stuff are so good. And it's just it's not just, a shooter fest, like something like Borderlands. It actually, honestly, the guns feel kind of weak. So it's toggling, basically shooting until your powers, not respawn, cycle.
Recharge.
Yeah, recharge. Thank you. And then using those, and then shooting again, and kind of jumping back and forth a little bit.
My issue with that is with the weapons in that game is that you're not there yet, but they're all basically the same. Like what you have now is probably not going to change when you get to endgame.
Yeah, I can tell that. It seems like it's just a bigger power level of the same gun.
Yeah, that's what's not interesting about it. With Borderlands 3 that I'm playing, I'm always getting a different gun. I got a gun, you know how in 2 you would throw a gun and it would blow up, it's a grenade. Mm-hmm. Well, I had one that I threw, it blew up, it was a grenade, but also 3 heat-seeking missiles came out of that grenade.
Jeez.
And so I'm always playing with new guns with every time I'm getting new weapons. It's a different style.
Yeah. I'm gonna get Borderlands. What do you have it on? Is it Xbox?
Xbox.
Okay, I'll get it on Xbox so we can play together. I might do that soon actually, because that'd be nice on the TV.
You can ask Flo for.
I might have to cut that out. I think the thing with my TV is it's the UHD, so it's got really good color depth and stuff. That's why I wanted to play something like Anthem.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'm also playing through Devil May Cry 5 right now, for example. But that's just it's kind of dark and colorless to an extent. There's some cool neons and stuff, but it wouldn't show off, the TV as well. Right now the holiday event is going on in Anthem still. So it's got all the Christmas lights and stuff.
That's
up.
nice.
It's really pretty. Yeah. So I played it mostly for the visuals, but I was enjoying what I played of it. I'll say that. It's still it's a game I wish I had a group for, because I think running around with people, in chat and stuff could be really fun.
Yeah.
I just haven't found that group yet, and so I can only play in short bursts by myself with randos.
You can try going on to Reddit. Our Anthem.
Actually, I looked on the Microsoft has communities.
Yeah, they do.
Xbox,
yeah.
And I was looking at the Anthem communities, but just jumping into a community like that makes my anxiety go crazy.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. So I want to at least know someone that knows the people I'm playing with, friend of a friend type thing.
Yeah.
So, anyone listening that plays Anthem, let me know on Xbox. I know it's a lot of your Destiny clan people. I'm sure they dabble in other games.
Monster Hunter.
Oh. Well. Whatever. Aside from that, there's not too much. I was saying in the Discord earlier that I got into the Tim stress test beta thing.
Yep.
So I'm going to be playing that on Sunday morning. I'm going to try to stream it, but I've heard that the connection can be an issue because the whole point is to stress their servers. So they kind of warned that, not everyone gets in, and you might have some disconnects and stuff like that. So I'm not sure I'll stream it, but I'm going to try. But, if this is out by then, it probably won't be. But check that out. I will have some video content of it, though, also. I'm going to, stream and record at the same time. Mm-hmm. So I'll report back on that later. But as of right now, I think that's pretty much it.
All right, Ben, what have you been up to?
So I'm gonna be very depressive for a few minutes because I played Street Fighter V with the mod. If you want to put this to sad music, you can. So last week I kind of talked out of my ass about the quote-unquote mod that was put on the RSF Reddit. Basically, it supposedly fixes the online experience at least for PC to PC. But it wrecks it to PS4. People don't have it, so I figured, okay, it's just literally a drag and drop. Let's see how it goes. And one thing that I did not see people talk about until after it goes is the fact that the big negative is the slowdown. The slowdown is the most horrendous thing I've ever played in this game. And again, it's a mod. It's not perfectly done. It doesn't have the source code, so it's not. It was never going to be perfect. But the way people were talking about it, it's like, oh my god, it's actually better. To me, it felt worse. Maybe it's just because my internet's horrible and then magnifies it. But it became frustrating to play. Certain matches just didn't feel right. My timing was off way more than it ever was. So it's just like he's gonna fix it. I'm not gonna rag on it for it. But then, like, and this is something I've been having in my head for a while. Like, I think I need to stop playing this game. After almost 4 years of playing this game.
But you love it.
I love the game, but, like...
Street Fighter 6 win.
I need to see other people. Like,
I have... Not you. It's you.
Yeah, no, it's definitely me. It's not Street Fighter. It's also Street Fighter for having a bad online experience, and me just, it's like it's that marriage where, like, we should have gone our separate ways, like, at least 2 years ago, but there ain't nobody else. But there are people out there. I've been flirting with MK11 for the past 9 months, and they're sending signals. And I love the game. I'll probably I at least I'm not gonna stop playing it forever, but I think I need to take a break. I don't think I've ever taken more than like a 3-week break off of Street Fighter. I need to take at least a couple months and get away from it and try something different. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
When are you going to C2E2 again?
Yeah, I'm going to. Why?
When?
In end of February?
Oh, okay.
Why? What is that? What is that? What?
I don't know. I thought you were going there to compete in Street Fighter.
There is probably a Street Fighter thing there, but it's not like that's Combo Breaker. That's not till end of May, and I can't go because I'm going to the C2E2. But I mean, if I was going to an FGC event, oh, you bet your ass I'll be practicing. But I'm not. I'm not competing anything. So,
okay.
But yeah. So enough of that. The game is still fine, and I'll probably pick it up again because this is gonna be the final season of content for it. So. I'll probably pick it up before the year's over, but I need to see other people. Damn it! I'm not gonna sign divorce papers, but let's just have a break. Let's just have a break, and not have a scene in Marriage Story where I'm Adam Driver for some reason. I haven't seen that movie yet. I want to though, but also I don't because I don't want to relive my childhood trauma. But because of that, I played MK11 for the first time in like months. I think at least online. And oh my god, it feels so good to play. It felt so good to play. And funny enough, it just started a new Combat League. So they're in they're doing their 4th season of the Combat League stuff. It's the Season of Death. I don't really like the costumes for the characters chosen, and it's whatever. It's just more a matter of playing. And I did really, really, really well. I went all Nightwolf the entire time. I almost switched to sub once, but I was like, you know what, let's just stuff it out with Nightwolf. I got my memory down. Let's not fuck this up. I went 8-1 in terms of my overall games. The only set I lost to was to a Jackie Briggs, and I knew I was gonna lose, or at least it was gonna be a tough match when they were like canceling stuff and juggling me. I'm like, oh, okay, this person clearly knows what they're doing.
She's not even that good.
She's actually a really good character. In terms of her tier list.
She's complicated, so that's why I don't like her.
Yeah, she can be a menace if you have she's a specialist character from what I've seen.
High skill ceiling.
Yeah.
Right.
But unlike Arian Black, who just goes, I'm gonna fucking drop kick you. You better block it because it's a mid, even though it's a I don't even know. Fuck Arian Black. He's still a problem. One match I still remember is I fought a Shao Kahn who literally did nothing, and I picked up on it. Throw rear hammer, and then you get close to him, uppercut, and I was like, okay, again. And after a while, I picked up on it. Oh my god, it was just a slaughter at that point. I did 2 brutalities online because I just remembered them. Like, okay, I did the grab and mash, and got it. Surprisingly, the variation I've been playing with Nightwolf has been the command grab variation, because there's something so satisfying of seeing Nightwolf just like, do hit you, and then like stab your stomach or like take you down, and like he's gutting you. It's great. Nightwolf's a cool kick-ass character, man. I didn't think I would ever say that at all. And shout outs to NetherRealm, and we're gonna talk about more about that later. But that's enough of MK. I'm definitely gonna probably play some sets after we're done with the show, because I want to rank up at least a little bit, and just play some games. I just really want to play online. But I got back to ukulele. I beat most of the game. I think I didn't get every single B, but I got like 42 of them, I think. I had a total of 48.
You really escalated quickly in that game.
Yeah, I kind of went on a binge. And then I tried the impossible layer, and I was like, nope. Even with the 42, that was like, wow, you're really throwing everything out there. And I died within like 20% of the level. Like, it's tough. Even with the army, it's tough.
I used 11 Bs and 8%.
Wow. I mean, I had a couple die in the first part with the boss fight, so I'm like, ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a little rough. So I'll probably try it again at some point, but we'll see.
It seems like the kind of thing that you would like, though, because it's all about a challenge run. Like getting better.
Why would I like that?
Because you like fighting games, and you like that like, improving your skills and finding a good strategy to win.
No, not in platformers. Platformers, I'm just go and rush ahead. Oh. Invincibility frames.
That's me in platformers and fighting games.
No. Fighting games, I'm very patient. I'm like, okay, exploit. Platformers, I'm like, okay, and damage boost, invincibility frames, push through, let's go.
Well, maybe use your fighting skills in this platforming game.
Nah, I'm good. Being bullheaded has taught me a lot. It can get me through most situations. But other than that, I played a lot of Shovel Knight King of Cards.
I saw you playing that.
What was that?
I saw you playing that. I was like, Shovel Knight, that's weird.
Yeah, I love that. Was the first indie game I ever played. Opened the huge door that I've never looked back. I can't even see the hallway at the end of the hallway anymore, because it opened a whole new world to me. A whole new world, and we're flagged for copyright. But
I have something after you're done.
Okay. But at first I was lukewarm on it because of the Joust thing, which is basically Joust is the card game, the mini game that they made for this game exclusively. Where you have usually a 4x4 square, or sometimes a little bit bigger, and your goal is to get as many gems covered by your cards before like all cards are on the field. And I was struggling with it with a while, but once I realized you have to fucking cheat, there's a vendor it's the same vendor you find when you're playing Shovel Knight, and the guy in the blue chest, he'll sell you like things that to like make all the cards that are on gems, make them your cards, or play all your cards at once, or this is only 3 he gives you, or the other one is like make all your opponent's hands weak cards. So basically the game encourages you to fucking cheat. Thankfully, you don't have to do it as much. There's only 3 worlds, or 3 areas rather, and each area has its own little joust house that you have to beat a certain number of challengers. Each one of them has basically like a frog, where like beat this in 1 turn, and sometimes it's gonna be annoying, but sometimes it's fun figuring out that puzzle. Other times the matches are really quickly, and like, oh, okay, once I started playing it, I understand how to play Joust. It's not fun. I don't like doing it, but I didn't mind doing it, and I got through it quicker. But the platforming, there are so many. The platforming feels so good, but also there are so many stages in this game. I feel like there's more stages in this game than Shovel Knight in its entirety. But that's only because the stages the stages in here are really, really short. Like, they're really short when you play them. But the beautiful thing is that each stage some stages have alternative routes that you can find that will get you to like either to another area quicker, or to a chest. And some of them are really well hidden, and like, wait, how am I supposed to get up there? And you can tell you get it because you'll get like a nice whistling effect, and it'll show a red arrow saying, okay, this is where the secret route is. So I love alternative routes. It's awesome. And then when you have to, and because the levels are so short, you don't have to commit to playing a long level to beat the normal route again. So I don't mind doing that. Similar to Shovel Knight, you also get like like you would get the armor upgrades that allow you to like do a like enhanced spark. You can buy royal capes. Like some of them were like if you fall down a pit, the rats will come and fly you up. You can have one where basically you can do like you can dash in any direction if you charge it long enough. So that's cool. One of my favorite things though is the side characters. Like that's some of the best part in Shovel Knight. The series is like the number of like side characters that show up. And one of my favorite bits is one of the first boss you fight is the King of Pridemore, who was kicked out by you meet him in the first game. He was kicked out by King Knight. But here you meet him, you kick his ass, and basically pretty much every person's ass you kicked joins like your ship crew because like you have a flying ship that takes you everywhere. And for some reason, King Knight, who's like the total mama's boy, like he lives at home with his mom, and everything. His mom cooks for him and everything. And he's got to be at least 30 something. Like King Knight or King of Pridemore starts hitting on his mom, and then like towards the end of the game, they're like, "We're in love and we're a couple," and he's just like, "Oh God, please stop talking that way. It's my mother. I don't need to hear this." It's really funny. But yeah, like I wanted to not like it, and I was gonna say before I played more Joust that part ruins Joust. The Joust part ruins the game, but it really doesn't because it's so. I thought it was gonna be a lot of Joust entering the platforming when it's not. It's a little piece. You play through it really quickly. You're done. You're into some sweet platforming skills, some really fun boss fights. Like it's right. Right as of right now. I'm close to beating the final, I guess, Joustus judge. Which, by the way, you actually fight the triple king in this game.
The Chupa?
Yeah, you fight him, which is it's pretty funny.
Wow.
I love the triple fish from the first game.
And they're just all kings. Like,
yeah, the Joustus judges are all kings. I haven't met the last one yet, but yeah, they're all kings.
Wow.
But the final, what's funny is that for some reason, like the Tropical King will actually join King Knight on his ship, and so like he's literally on the back of the airship being hung up like Free Willy. And he's like, "Oh, my allergies, help me! But I gotta stay with you for some fucking reason. Help me!" It's really funny, but it's neck and neck with Spectre Knight in terms of my enjoyment of it. Like, it's really, really fun. Again, the only like it's like a 9.5 for me, only because I don't like Joust that much. But it's not too bad to where I hate it entirely. I never want to play it. I play it when necessary. And if you like Joust, you can play like the characters you've recruited. They'll ask you, "Hey, you want to play a quick game of Joust?" And I don't know if this is true, but I imagine maybe you can get coin out of them if you win, and that's a good way to get money. But like, yeah, man, they killed it. It actually makes me want to go back and try Spectre Knight, try Plague Knight, because once I played that one and I gave up on it very early because it felt very, very weird. He controlled way too differently from Shovel Knight versus Spectre Knight. Again, controls differently from Shovel and Plague, but it was fun. So I'm thinking of going back and trying Plague Knight and just seeing like maybe once I get more things. Same thing once I got more things with King Knight, I got like this thing that basically turns him to a spinny top, and he just goes all around, and it's insane in boss fights. He gets like he can summon like lances to throw you. He can summon rats. Once you start getting, he gets like a flaming sword. He gets like a super dash that goes across the screen. And then if you bump into something, you do your shoulder bump and spin twirl combo. Once you start getting those bonuses with you, the game just becomes way fun. Even more so than I think Shovel Knight did, because Shovel Knight was fun to begin with once you were just platforming and bouncing into shovel. King Knight starts out fun, okay, with just the shoulder bash, but once you start getting more and more added to your repertoire, it becomes an even better game. Like, even more so. Even with Spectre Knight felt good with just his slashing technique by itself. Just like you slash up, you go, it's very simple. Here, King Knight, it gets better and better. Like, I can't comment on Plague Knight, of course, but 3 out of 4 campaigns is fucking phenomenal. It's great. And again, if you bought Shovel Knight, you have this game. If you bought it years ago, you have it for free. What are you doing? Stop listening to this and go play it.
Well, I have it on Wii U, so I can't. But because Wii U doesn't exist. I liked Plague Knight. I actually beat the game with Shovel Knight and Plague Knight, and then I started Spectre Knight, never finished it because the Wii U doesn't exist anymore. I need to get the whole collection again so I can go through all of the campaigns. But I think Plague Knight's better than you give it credit for. The other thing I wanted to say in relation to your stuff was we watched the live action Aladdin last weekend because they had it on Disney Plus. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Okay, yeah,
You know
they
what I'm
did.
doing tomorrow? I'm checking out
Have you
Jasmine.
have you seen it yet?
No, I've never seen it. I want to see
Okay.
it.
Well-
I want to see Will Smith. I love him.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll say I liked it more than I expected to because I mean all these live action remakes have been unnecessary.
I've never seen a single one of them. So.
And okay, I've seen Beauty and the Beast. I think that was the only one.
Oh.
But it was also unnecessary. And I really liked Will Smith as a genie. Like I thought I was just gonna hate it out of spite because he's not Robin Williams. But he did a good job. Like he made it his own.
His songs are the worst ones in that
Only
movie,
thing I saw.
but he actually is pretty good as the role.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah.
He can't sing, but he has
He's
fun.
He's not a singer. He's a rapper.
No. He doesn't really rap. I mean, he doesn't. He can rap.
He goes aha
But-
aha.
He doesn't really rap in the movie. Is what I mean.
No, I feel it.
There's a weird, like, he always used to do a rap with each movie that he did, like the classic.
Men in
I think
Black?
we talked about this before. The classic.
Yeah, where MIB's clearly the better song.
Wild
yeah,
Wild West.
We did this.
Yeah.
But he has a new rap for this, like during the credits.
Ooh.
It's real not good.
Oh, I skipped that.
Oh yeah, it's not.
Alright.
I played it long enough to be like, oh, a new Will Smith rap, and I was like, oh, a new Will Smith rap.
Well, I mean,
Turned it off.
once you do Fresh Prince, everything goes downhill from there because he never got better.
True.
So
Yeah.
the other thing we remember him was getting jiggy with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, the worst thing about the remake is the music. Like, they
Oh.
actually do a lot of really good stuff to, like, expand the story out and give the characters more motivation. And, like, I really like a lot of that. But the music is the same except for one new song that's not good. And it's just, like, a worse version of the songs in every case. So that's kind of disappointing because I love the music in Aladdin. But anyway, I just had to mention that because you reminded me of it with the quote.
I look forward to watching it.
Yeah, you'll have a
It's
good
still
time
fun.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because legit, it is my favorite Disney animated movie, and A Whole New World is my favorite Disney song because I got my first kiss during it. Hashtag-
Wow.
So, yeah.
Oh.
I think I said that on here. I could be
Isn't
wrong.
that sweet?
I think Lion King's added later this month too.
No.
I'm curious.
I'll watch the animated movies on there, right? Yeah, I'll watch that.
Yeah, it
before
is.
I watch the fucking.
I think all of them are actually. I kind of want to watch the others.
Yeah.
You know?
They have a Disney Princess Marathon.
No, the other Lion Kings.
Oh, the second one's really good because it's fucking Romeo and Juliet. I love the second one.
Is that
I mean, the
one and a
first one's
half
Othello,
or two?
or
The
Macbeth.
first one's Hamlet.
Hamlet. That's I
First
get
one's
Macbeth and Hamlet confused.
No,
Which
dude,
is
I
ironic.
fucking
'cause I was
love the
in
second
Macbeth. I
one.
wasn't in Hamlet. But
Simba's a racist asshole in that one. I love it.
really?
Oh yeah, because he hates Scar's son because he's a black. I mean, not because he's black, but because he's the son of Scar. But he's a black lion. He's like, stay away from my daughter. So there's racial context.
I mean, yeah, I'd be really pissed too if Scar's son came around trying to dote on my daughter.
Right.
Come on.
Except yeah. I think it's a really good movie. It's underrated.
Yeah.
In terms of
I like
underrated.
1.5. It's also underrated.
I never saw that. Maybe I'll watch it.
I never watched these.
Fun. It's dumb, but it's fun.
It's like from their perspective, right?
Yeah, it's like the entire first movie from Timon and Pumbaa's perspective. It's stupid, but it also works somehow. Anyway, Thomas, go ahead. I didn't need a drink.
Yeah, speaking of songs and stuff, I've been playing Tokyo Mirage Sessions for the Switch. I got a review copy from Nintendo of Canada, so shout out to them. And I've been having a really good time with it.
Who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite what?
Who's your favorite girl? Or favorite character rather.
I don't know. I think I'm on chapter 2 or in
Okay.
between chapter 2 and chapter 1. I don't know.
You don't like Suba-
I'm not
You
really a
haven't-
big fan
you
of
haven't
like
met
I'm not a
her yet,
huge
too.
fan of these characters though. That's the thing. Like they're
Oh.
kind of just like fun to be with, but I don't really care about them.
You get to know more about them in later chapters for sure.
Yeah, I kind of hate the guy. I don't know what's his name. Tuma. Toma?
The redhead dude, the fiery guy.
Yeah, he kind of sucks.
He gets better. Well, okay, that's not right. He's you understand why he is the way he is when you do his side quest.
Yeah, like I'm doing his side quests, and he's like trying to impress his kid and be a hero because he looked up to heroes, and I'm just like, man, I don't really care about Power Rangers these days, and you're just making it even worse. Like I really don't want to do his side quests, but I do them because you power up, right?
Yeah, you power up, and sometimes you'll get like a cool weapon and stuff, and cool new form.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best part of the game.
Yeah, my favorite part of this game so far is indeed the fighting mechanics and the level up system and all that.
And you can like level up weapons, right?
Yeah, or level up weapons or get new weapons.
You can transform. I don't know if you've gotten to that part. It's not a spoiler, but it's like a mechanic where like eventually you should be able to like basically get new weapons from old weapons you got and materials you found.
Okay, I'm probably not there yet, but
yeah, and you can also get like whatever weapons you have. You can get like plus versions of them, so even stronger of original weapons depending on.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely not there then yet.
Oh, okay, yeah, that doesn't happen till a little bit in, but it's so. Whew.
Yeah, I know. As a Persona game player, like I know that there's always like new mechanics being added in like each chapter, which is really cool. I've been enjoying the the weapon system, the weapon crafting system, like getting new weapons and getting all the skills from that, and then moving on to the next one.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. Yeah,
it's pretty good. They did something different here than Persona, where you can team up with characters if you're using the right abilities.
Oh yes.
I can't remember what they call it, but it's like a chain.
Yeah.
So like, say you use a lance, and then someone else has the ability. When someone uses a lance, they cast fire.
Right.
And so on and so on. And if you could chain it, you can chain it up to where even support characters, like people that are not in your party, are attacking as well, which is really cool.
Yeah. Once you get a full party and you understand how like that slowly works, it's so glorious to see chain. It's so awesome.
I don't know if they had this on the Wii U, but it's automated this time, so I don't have to like worry about which abilities do what and like how to maximize it.
That I don't remember.
It automatically maximizes it for me, so I don't have to worry about that, which is really cool. But yeah, the music. I like all the music outside of the dungeon.
Dungeon music's kind of bland.
Dungeon music is bland. Same with the battle theme.
Yeah.
Battle theme is pretty bland, which is kind of disappointing because the Persona 4 and Persona 5 have like the best battle music out of any JRPG.
Yeah. The overall music is pretty good. It's catchy.
Yeah.
The music videos when they start doing like the animated music, like the concerts and stuff, that
it's great.
Really good.
Yeah. I'm like, why isn't this song in the battle theme? Like, I could use something like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm having a really good time with it. I think it's mostly the gameplay stuff. Again, the characters not really growing on me. Maybe they'll grow on me later. I like the chick that's a bit badass.
The long hair green hair chick.
No, I can't. Oh yeah. I think it's green hair. Yeah, she's got like a military outfit.
Yeah.
And has an eye patch and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's the right one. I can't remember her name.
Aren't they all just like booby anime waifus?
No,
not
here.
No, Tsubasa is kind of like the timid. I don't really want to be here, but I'm here because my sister's missing.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers.
It's the first. That's the prologue, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at them.
And like, I mean, some of them kind of are, but like I can't remember her name, the green hair chick now for some reason.
Yeah, they fall into the archetypes of like, timid girl, shy girl next door, and then there's like the badass chick, and then there's like the older lady that's horny
constantly hitting on you.
Yeah.
Who's this cute one with glasses?
That's probably the boss.
Are you sure? I don't think so. I think that's the
in like the school uniform.
Yeah, the girl from the beginning, the shy girl.
Oh, it's Tsubasa.
Because like there's a prompt at the beginning of the game before you start. Do you want her to wear glasses or not wear glasses or make it random?
Obviously glasses.
I didn't know glasses because she was.
What?
I did glasses at first, and then I'm like, that looks so wrong, and then I take them off, and then it looks way better.
No, it looks great.
It didn't
Not-
fit, man. Because like sometimes she would have the glasses on, and sometimes she wouldn't have the glasses on. I'm like, this is just fucking me up too much. I need to take them off.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think I see the green one.
Have you met Barry yet?
Which one's Barry?
He's like a trainer for them.
Oh yeah, he sucks.
What? You don't like Barry?
He's the
Oh.
worst.
Have you? Okay, I think you're too early to meet his niece. I think his niece.
Yeah, I haven't met any of his family yet.
Oh, okay, his niece is the cutest character in the world.
Okay.
Like, she's legit, like too adorable.
Whoa.
She's the little sister of the team, basically.
Who's the robot?
I don't know about a robot. You're spoiling shit for me.
I don't remember
Am
a
I?
robot thing, man.
Yeah.
I just found a random picture that has like a red-haired ponytail chick, what looks like Joker, I think the green-haired chick you were talking about, and then a robot.
You put that link in Discord so I can see.
Okay.
These might be costumes because I'm actually not supposed to talk about any of these things like with Joker. Apparently, with
oh really?
yeah,
Oh.
like they've spent like they sent.
The game is out.
I know the game is out, but they still want me to abide by this thing, which is really dumb.
Okay.
They won't. They like for video. They don't even want me to go more than 30 minutes.
Those are costumes. The bottom, the right,
Yeah.
that's a costume. That is for Barry's niece, I'm guessing, because she's the axe wielder.
Yeah.
No. Barry's niece is on the left. I don't know who that robot is. Barry's niece is the one with the bow.
Okay.
Oh, I bet that robot is for the guy that sucks.
The best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Twinfinite broke their NDA then.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is an actual trailer.
Listen, man. I just got a document that says don't talk about Joker costume.
I mean, you didn't talk about it. I did. I don't have an NDA. So come at me, Nintendo.
Of Canada.
Anyways,
I'm
I'm
saying it's in a trailer.
yeah. I know it's the non-disclosure agreement or whatever for Persona and Atlas games is really strict for some reason. Notoriously, it's been like this for a while.
Weird.
They need to lighten up, really.
But you already kind of said like I probably wouldn't like this game, right?
You probably wouldn't.
It's
Like
too
you
much-
might enjoy some of the fighting aspects to it, but you might just get bored of it after a while.
It's kind of one of those aimless, like you do what you want RPGs.
No, it's
No.
not that. It's very centered. It tells you where to go.
Yes.
The world isn't that big. You pretty much have Shibuya Station, which is like a very popular place in Japan, and even then, certain sections are crowded. It's very limited.
Yeah,
It's not big
It's
at
pretty
all.
limited, yeah.
Okay.
So like that's what I loved about it when I first played it. Like, oh, good, thank goodness, not another fucking open world.
Because they took
Alright.
the thing of Persona out where like each day you'd have to do like you only be able to do like 3 or 4 things a day, and then sleep, and then the next new day they took all that stuff out and it's more linear now.
Yeah,
It's less open.
I might like it honestly, because like I'm just so over open worlds. I don't have time to do all of the things required in an open world.
But it
I
still has
think
all that
just
side
I
stuff that
can see it.
JRPGs have, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like occasionally within the world it'll have you go talk to this person for side quests or go do this, but because the world is so small, it doesn't feel cumbersome to go down the street to talk to this or to look for your sometimes you have to talk to your party members to initiate something. And it doesn't feel cumbersome. It's like, okay, they're right there.
Another thing I actually really don't like is that you can only do one side quest at a time, and if you should do a different side quest, you'll end that side quest that you're currently working on.
I don't remember that happening.
It's
but like,
happened.
I was the kind of person who just once I'm on that quest, I was on that quest.
So like even though you probably would like pass the conclusion to one side quest on the way to another one, you can't beat it yet.
And it's more like if you don't do like you go to the person, you talk to them, you want to do a side quest, then you just follow that line through. Like you can't actually do the other side quests while you're doing a side quest.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, who's this like blue-haired chick with the sunglasses?
it's probably Tsubasa, the timid girl.
It might be. It might be.
No.
There's a lot of
She's
costumes in this
timid.
game. There's a lot of costumes in this game that will change the hair color of these characters.
Post a link in Discord so I can see.
Yep.
Uh,
I like her.
No, that's the military chick.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. She's got the speaker, the
She's
microphone.
a pop idol. She's one of the more popular ones in the game.
All right.
That's
Then
just one
yeah,
of her
these
outfits.
are just a bunch of anime booby girls.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're Japanese idols. Like that's
I'm
that's their
also-
job.
I'm cool with it.
Wait, Thomas, I can't wait to get to a certain part where like I don't even want to spoil it, but it gets really really cool in terms of, especially when it comes to in-game fights.
Yeah, doing some of the side quests. One of the rewards that you get is that if you're like one of the character that you did the side quest with, if they cast something, there's a random chance where they'll go into like full concert mode, and like do.
Oh, so you've already gotten that?
Yeah,
Okay,
I've
so
already
talk
gotten
about-
that. I was gonna. I was. Yeah, you reminded me of that.
Okay, can I spoil one thing for you?
Oh, go ahead.
You can eventually you'll be able to do side quests where it'll have you tackle two characters at the same time. So like it's kind of the samey where like you'll have a dilemma that requires both two characters to come together, and and basically it's like they're gonna try to perform like a song together, and that allows you eventually to basically perform duets in battle. And sometimes they'll either buff you, or you can like debuff or do damage. And it adds a whole new sort of gravitas to the fights.
Cool.
Like, it's super fun. Like I'm really glad this game is getting a second life on Switch, and they're actually pushing it now, versus the when it came out on Wii U.
Well, it's
but-
on a console that exists now. Is there like summons, or is that kind of the concerts?
That
Like,
is
the
the
big flashy moves.
the summon. I mean, I should let Thomas talk about it because I
Well, you're
sorry.
further in the game, so like where I am, there's no
I mean,
summons,
I beat
but
the game.
basically it's like each character gets their they call them mirages,
Okay, that's
Those are
kinda,
the Fire Emblem,
and that's
characters.
basically like their personas.
gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like the main character gets Chrom, Tsubasa gets Kaede. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But you get Fire Emblem
Yeah,
characters
yeah.
from it. Sometimes
Okay,
you'll
so they're,
recognize
like, they're original characters, but they like summon Fire Emblem characters into the fights.
See,
Right.
I haven't gotten to that point yet,
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So that's kind of the yeah.
but I get it. Like it's a Fire Emblem crossover. Yeah.
There's a lot of Fire Emblem references that if you're a fan of the franchise,
Yeah.
like ooh, little like how spells work or certain references to stories.
But you
It's
don't
really
have to know Fire Emblem to enjoy the game.
No, not at all.
Oh yeah, no. This is
No.
this is a completely unique story.
Yeah, there's no like they might reference to like, oh, I remember a place where I was from, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that they're through plot circumstances they are there now and they're trying to get back home. And
Like
that's-
it has the triangle also
Yeah,
from
that's
Fire Emblem.
Mhm.
I do like that system in Fire Emblem. Well, there's a lot of things I don't really care about in Fire Emblem, but I like that.
So yeah, they just added that
I'm
on
also-
top of the abilities like fire and stuff as well. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say real quick because I'm not under NDA. I just looked up Tokyo Mirage sessions, like did an image search. There's a lot of pictures of this Joker costume. It's not a very well kept secret.
no, it's not. Listen, man, I'm reading this document and it's telling me what to talk
No,
about.
hey, you got to stay professional. I'm just saying, a lot of people aren't following it.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, so let me talk a little bit about the translation. Going through this, I've noticed that there's not a lot, but like there's a typo. There's typos. There's things that just don't make sense in some of the translation. And what I've read is that Nintendo redid the translation from Atlas.
Oh.
They just took Atlas's like base translation and did their own version. So, I don't know.
It
I
was
usually
already translated into English, though. Like, why spend the money?
someone's gotta get paid. I don't
I
know.
guess
Yeah.
they're not the government. They don't keep people on just because they have a job already.
You don't know that.
Well, I guess that's true. That's more a dig at the government. But
Yeah. Yeah. It's a solid game. I don't like it more than in the Persona games yet. But I think that's because I don't really like the characters from the Persona games. I like way more, and there's a lot more character and like personality to them. Maybe because again, I'm only 20 hours in, so maybe I'll end up. Yes.
It's a long game too.
so wait, you're 20 hours in and you don't use. There's still things you can't do.
Yes. That's how these games work. There's
Yeah.
like it
Is this
unlocks
not
systems
13?
after systems.
Huh.
Yeah,
But
he
it's-
hasn't even gotten to the really good shit yet, which that's when the game actually because it's still fun to begin with. Like it's still enjoyable when you're still doing.
Yeah, the
thing,
actual
but-
like combat stuff is really fun.
So when you do add these other elements, like I won't say for Thomas's sake, for surprise wise, it goes ooh, and then you want to go back to those areas because then you realize you can get that item to get this thing. And it's
Yeah.
that's when it gets bad. That's not bad, good.
Sure.
And that's the
I
Persona
get
thing
that.
to it, because like it'll unlock like different personas and stuff you can unlock later on in the game, and you get the other abilities and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just being critical. I mean, I understand that concept because, like, I love Metroidvania games where you get new abilities as you go, but that's the gameplay loop there. I think of this as like, I've been playing Final Fantasy X, and that kind of introduces you to tutorial stuff, like as characters join your party and stuff. But that's all within like the first 5 to 10 hours.
No man,
By the 20 to 30 hour point, you're like at the end game in that game.
no, this is an RPG.
Yeah, these are different. These are a different style of JRPG.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Like these
They went
games
back-
are more about like 100 hours, and then you gotta keep someone entertained for like 100 hours, right? So,
Mhm.
well, you have a really fun core base. You just build upon it, and that's what I like about these games.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, having fun. There's a few things that annoy me, but I want to keep playing.
I'm just glad more people are being able to play it. That's
Yeah.
All right.
And it's promoting the game.
All right. So let's move on into the news. Let's talk about more Mortal Kombat news.
The Joker trailer, or
Oh,
okay,
okay.
And the movie news, I guess.
Uh, talk about the Joker trailer.
so they showed a trailer for Joker the same morning as the Smash Direct.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to expect with Joker. But basically, it just to sum it up, it's hyper cartoony violence, and I fucking loved it. None of his moves are from Injustice 2. He's like they literally built this character from the ground up. Like it's Joker how you would think. He has like a stupid long grab where he uses ridiculous long launching gloves. He has a lot of gadgets. Like that's the one thing I took away from this. He has a lot of gadgets that he'll chuck at you. He actually swings a person in a wheelchair at you like twice in the trailer. It's so fucking stupid. There's one where like he sends like a dude a person he's tied up as like a ticking time bomb to jump at you. It's stupid. He looked like legit. I know a lot of us were kind of disappointed, like, oh, Joker really, but like whether or
a lot
not
of fun, actually.
whether or not you agree about who the DLC was for this first combat pack, you can't deny the amount of creativity and fun and effort they went into making all these characters that goes from all of them, including this one. Like, I'm actually gonna play him for a bit. I was gonna skip him altogether. One thing that kind of gets overlooked real quick though is a side bit is that we got 3 new costumes coming for 3 new different characters. First one you can see is Baraka. He gets a Killer Croc costume, which is pretty cool. And I love that the only reason people know who Killer Croc is because of 2 things: the Arkham game and Suicide Squad, which is really cool. Shout out to Killer Croc. Also, not Catwoman. Katana is getting a Catwoman skin, that's fitting. Although I think that would have been better on Scarlet than anything else, but Katana's the main female, so she gets it. But finally, the one that has me excited is that Noob Saibot gets a Batman Who Laughs costume. And the Batman Who Laughs is Bruce Wayne from an alternate universe where he's poisoned by the venom that's inside Joker, and he becomes basically Jokerized to the nth degree.
Wow.
He kills Superman's family in front of him. He slices Superman's neck. He basically destroys his world, and he puts like you can kind of see in the trailer. He has like a crown, like a metal crown around his eyes. It's sick, and like this character is relatively new. Like he's only been around for like maybe 3 years, but like he is such like a heavy metal, like hardcore edgelord 17-year-old favorite character kind of thing, which is what I eternally am. So that's really cool. I was not expecting that, but they didn't really show much of any other Joker skins internally. They just showed the one costume, which I'm really curious to see what his other costumes would look like. But Joker looks fun. He looks way more fun than Terminator, and Terminator was already fun enough just because of the armor shenanigans you can pull off. I'm gonna give him a try. My worry is that he's gonna be too setup heavy, and that it's about laying stuff down, which could be fun if you're into that, and that fits in with the Joker. He fucking lays traps for Batman to get him. That's perfect. I just hope he has good combo routes, some good fun normal stuff where you can then set up to do. Here's a dude with a wheelchair. And his fatality is such a funny callback. It's basically he gives a person the cake, and the sign drops down, and it's basically the old MK friendship, where you would get an MK2. It has that same font. And then Joker shoots the shit out of you into the sign, and it says fatality, and then said sign falls on your character, splitting him in half. It's great. Oh my god, there's so much. This is so good. It's so fucking good. He has no reason to be this good, and he's this good.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing because I was not happy when he was announced, but you know, at least they're doing him justice.
Which
Two things real quick. You missed the fourth costume.
Who's the fourth costume?
Apocalypse Garrus.
You're right. I forgot because I didn't pause it in the trailer. I'm sorry.
Oh,
My
okay.
apologies.
Yeah,
Which
and
looks cool.
Yeah, he looks pretty cool. And I love all the alternate costumes and stuff. But I wanted to also shout out a few more Joker moves. He's got like a Batman doll with a gun in it.
Oh, the parry, yeah.
That he uses for a few different things. And then he's got the Jack in the Box.
Yep.
He like walks towards you like you know, doing the thing, and then it explodes in your face when he gets close. And like I do agree that he's probably a lot of like individual moves that are triggered, and it's probably pretty easy to counter him. But it's just like it's so true to his character,
Right.
that even if he's not like a good character, he just looks fun to play.
Right. I completely agree.
And he's very unique. Whereas I felt like Terminator was super safe.
Oh yeah, he's Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
Versus here, it's like everybody expected Injustice 2 Joker, and he's not Injustice 2 Joker at all. He's completely different.
He's so much better than Injustice 2 Joker.
Oh yeah, Injustice 2 Joker was so like
he's
weird.
more like Injustice 1 Joker, but he's even better than that.
Definitely.
And I also love the scars in his not brutality. What is that called?
Fatal Blow.
Yeah, the fatal blow.
Yeah.
This
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. His Fatal Blow is really good. Where like it ends the camera with the blood and the crowbar shot. This all has me super excited for what they're gonna do for Spawn. Like, like I cannot. Whoo! My favorite character is gonna get treatment. So it makes me glad I bought that the deluxe edition even more so. I just want to see what his other costumes look like. They didn't show that. I want to see.
That is weird. Usually, I think they were focusing on the guest costumes, so they didn't really focus on his.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of weird.
Yeah, I am gonna pick up try Noob Saibot just because he has the Batman Who Laughs costume.
See, I like that Killer Croc Baraka costume more.
It's because you like Baraka.
Don't.
Look, listen. That character's high tier. He's one of the best characters in MK, and I hate it.
He's so good though.
He is, but I hate it.
You like that in my Game of the Year video where I almost exclusively played as him and Frost?
Yeah, fuck you. I was doing the Arthur Fist thing the entire time I was watching it.
And then just real quick before we move on, there was a random news drop today of a Mortal Kombat animated movie that's coming from Warner Brothers Animation.
So weird.
It sounds like it's like already done probably because it's coming out first half of 2020.
Yeah.
Cast and everything.
It's probably not gonna be very long either.
Probably not. I imagine it's like one of those like 70 or 80 minute, you know,
which is
like,
fine.
Technically full-length animation movies, but anyway, what's weird to me is one, it sounds like the start of a series because like it's like Mortal Kombat Legends : and then Scorpion's Revenge. So it's probably going to be a series of like Mortal Kombat Legends movies, which I'm okay with as long as they're good. But the weirder part is the subtitle Scorpion's Revenge when this is the first movie.
Yeah.
What is he revenging?
Well, I mean, his clan was killed before this, so that's his revenge.
Wasn't that
I
his
know.
whole like motivation?
Sounds like it should be a sequel to like a first movie about Scorpion being like scorned.
Not necessarily. I mean, like in MK1, the video game, you read his title card, and that was it. That's all you needed to know.
Yeah, but I'm just, like, if you saw this out there, you'd be like, oh, where's the first one?
Not necessarily.
I think so.
Well, I know not to market to you then.
Also, the title card here is kind of a mess.
Yeah.
Like the Mortal Kombat Legends is one font, and then Scorpion's Revenge is a different font,
Mhm.
and it doesn't look great.
It's guaranteed to be better than the animated prequel movie that came out.
Oh, for sure. But what I wanted to shout out here is that they
Which,
got
by the way,
Hale to play Johnny Cage, which is perfect.
that is perfect voice casting. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the others are like just voice actors, which I mean, it's still great. Like Steve Blum as Sub-Zero.
He's already Sub-Zero, but yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think a lot of the others are their like go-to.
Well, Sonya Blade is different because thank God it's not Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, no. I don't know who Jennifer Carpenter is, but I guess she's like a name.
Yeah. I say that, and then Ronda Rousey burst through my door, throwing me into the armbar.
But anyway, I don't think a lot of these others are like their go-to voice actor voices. But Steve Blum is Sub-Zero, like you said. Like you can't get anyone else. But yeah, I'm curious about this. I mean, I'll take whatever Mortal Kombat I can get. I like the GameCube games, remember. But it's just kind of a random surprise announcement. So that's fine. It passes the time until the live action movie.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Joker is voiced by Richard Epcar, who also voices Raiden in MK11, and I didn't know that. You can kind of hear it when he's doing. Yeah, well, you can kind of hear it when he's he's mocking Batman voice because he gets darker. But yeah, it's Richard Epcar. I love that man's voice acting.
That's funny. I honestly thought it was Troy Baker.
A little bit, but no, it's Richard Epcar.
Okay. Which, I mean, Troy Baker voices Aaron Black, so it'd still be a Mortal Kombat 11 voice.
Right.
Okay, we can move on.
Video games got delayed this week.
Yup.
Oh my God, it was delay apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like shit. What do we do?
So first off, the first announcement was that Square Enix delays Final Fantasy VII Remake and Avengers. So Final Fantasy VII Remake was delayed from March 3rd to April 10th.
Which isn't bad. It's not bad.
No. It's closer to my birthday, which I like. And then also...
That's my birthday, but whatever.
And then, yeah, the Avengers game got bumped from May to September.
Oof.
That one's rough.
That one's pretty rough.
That's going to hurt that game.
That would have been perfect for the Black Widow movie to come out.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's still coming out around Eternals, but Eternals aren't in the Avengers, so it doesn't have cross-play, you know?
Watch that they're going to be the first DLC pack.
No, Ant-Man is, remember?
No, that's not Ant-Man. Remember, that's Joss Whedon lookalike.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I went from, like, getting this game to play with you to maybe I'll get this game to play with you.
Yeah.
Because, like, Destiny, the new Destiny expansion usually comes out around September, so...
Right.
Wake me up.
The problem is, it's a games of service game. If it was just another single-player action game, it'd be fine. It could come out whenever. But as a games of service game coming out closer to the holiday season, it's gonna suffer. Because summertime, perfect. Perfect time. Like, everyone's hard up for stuff to play over the summer months.
And then the day after, Cyberpunk 27 got delayed to September. So it went from me maybe getting this game to play with you to not really getting this game to play with you.
Yeah, that makes it even worse. It was coming out in April, so people would still be playing it when Avengers came out. But do they have an actual September date?
I don't think so. I think they just say September.
Because I was going to say, I feel like they're going to be butt up against each other now.
Yeah. Well, goodbye, Avengers.
Yeah. Which sucks, because I'm still going to get Avengers. Like, that's going to be my game.
Yeah, I know, you're excited. Yeah.
And Halo, but I'll get Halo through Game Pass, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'm not going to have the player base to play with that I was going to have before.
Yeah.
And I was excited for summertime. Like I said, it's a good summer game.
Yeah. I thought it would have
been.
been like a really fun summer game to play with you. Like, not a whole lot's coming out.
Yeah.
Like, just nice chill and.
I'm trying to remember, like, we did our games of 2020 last week. I'm trying to remember, like, what else was May, like summertime.
Nothing that I could think of, at least.
Yeah.
That had a confirmed release date. Nothing that I could think of.
I think. Oh wait, there's the Wikipedia. I think Trials of Mana was April, so that's not bad. Let's see. Oh yeah, we've still got Final Fantasy VII Remake in April. That's true, and Trials of Mana. And then Last of Us 2 is May,
Oh yeah.
but I don't care about that one.
Yeah, I feel like the hype for that is kind of not really there.
Yeah,
Not now, at least. Just wait till we get
I think
to
fans
March.
are gonna eat it up still.
Yeah.
But here we go. This says Wikipedia, very reliable source. Says Avengers is September 4th and Cyberpunk is September 17th.
More reliable than our president.
Wow.
That's not hard.
Wow.
Fuck you, Trump.
Also very fitting that you're wearing a Stark Industries shirt because Iron Man VR has been delayed until May.
That sucks.
No big loss there.
I wonder, is it coming to PSVR?
That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I wanted to go to my dad has PSVR, and now I have to wait longer to go to his house to play it because I want to be Iron Man. I want to have the HUD and everything and have Friday talk in my head.
I mean, it looks cool. I don't care about it, but it looks like it. As far as like where VR has come, the game looks promising.
You know what they should? Oh my god, they should do. And they should sell like a VR skin that makes the thing look like Iron Man. Oh my god, that would be awesome.
What?
Like a thing you could put on the VR headset so it looks like an Iron Man helmet. Like just like that would be cool, wouldn't it? Come on. You know what? Somebody out there is gonna make a helmet that's an Iron Man helmet that allows you to play VR games.
Wearing a VR headset's already dorky enough for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Iron Man, though.
Here's the first place my mind went to, and maybe it's because we watched 2 episodes of Sex Education before this podcast.
Oh no.
You said, I quote, "I wish there was a thing that makes. I wish you could get something that makes your thing look like Iron Man." So
I mean,
looking down, and your crotch is shaped like Iron Man.
I wouldn't mind that. All red and yellow and all like shiny and metal. Fuck yeah. I don't get laid. I don't care.
Iron Man.
Be at 3 in the morning.
In my hand.
Oh my god. Yeah, what was it? May 15th. That's the release for this.
Yeah.
Was there any other games delayed? I don't think so, right?
Cyberpunk.
No, we talked about that.
Did
Yeah.
we?
Yes.
That kind of got mumbled in there. My bad.
Yeah, there was 4 games that got delayed this week, which is
Okay.
crazy. It's delay season, I guess.
Yeah. What's not delayed is this rumor for Horizon Zero Dawn coming to PC.
And all the PlayStation fanboys lost their collective shit for some stupid reason.
It's like a 3-year-old game.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's
oh my
$10.
god, it's 3 years old? Oh my god.
That's
Came out the same day as Breath of the Wild.
and it's regularly sells for $9.99.
Right.
Which that's a fucking steal, by the way, for that game.
Like, here's the thing. The game is good. It's not revolutionary, but it's good. Anything that gets more people to play it, perfectly fine.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like people are worried because they know a sequel's coming. Like, Janina Gavankar, who's like a voice in the Frozen Wilds expansion. I probably butchered her name, by the way, but she shouldn't have such a weird name.
Yeah, she probably thinks Justin is a weird name too.
I mean, maybe in her culture. But no, I don't know. Anyway,
It's pretty bland.
yeah, it's bland in every culture. My name's stupid. Anyway, we know a sequel's coming. I think people are worried that, like, because this game is coming to PC, the sequel also won't be exclusive. and they'll lose one of their precious Sony exclusive games.
Oh my god, fuck off!
I mean-
it's not like they can't play the game.
Right.
There's a lot of Sony exclusives that came to PC eventually.
Yeah. And all exclusives have been coming to PC lately. Let's be honest. Octopath Traveler started as a Switch exclusive, came to PC.
Ni no Kuni.
Everything on Xbox started as an Xbox exclusive, is now on PC. Yeah, Ni no Kuni. The sequel was a multi-platform launch.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, like, we are in an era where console exclusives don't matter
Unless it's
Mario,
Nintendo, because
Zelda.
that's too weird. I don't want to get into that territory.
Yeah, exactly.
I never want to see a Zelda game on a PlayStation or Xbox. That's
You don't want to see Mario on Xbox?
No.
there has been a history of that, but it's been like obscure stuff. And I think Mario and Sonic was actually multi-platform when it started.
Are you sure it wasn't just Wii and
I don't.
DS or whatever?
Let's see if I can.
I'm pretty sure it's just Wii and DS or Wii U and 3DS.
I'll kind of scroll through while we're talking.
I doubt Nintendo would.
A future without console exclusives is not a bad thing. Like, I think that's kind of cool because it means that like you can pick the thing that's your favorite, but everything is a PC these days anyway. So like as far as developers are concerned, they just care about getting it out to the largest audience possible. And if it's not hard to port it to other systems, what's stopping them from doing it?
Right.
So it's great. Plus, as long as there's like, timed exclusivity, the fanboys can still have their exclusives, and then eventually it goes multi-platform, and more people can get it after the fact.
Yeah. Like Nier Automata was PS4 exclusive for a while, then it came to PC. Now it's on Xbox, so you can get it anywhere.
Exactly.
Except on Switch, Square. Come on. Sorry.
I'm sure the Switch could run it.
It's I don't know.
A game that can run on the Switch is Metro Redux.
Nice. Oh my god.
That's
That
like
was-
a collection, isn't it?
Candace
It's two
would be
games.
proud.
Who?
Candace would be proud.
Who?
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. I already did it once, and I'm not gonna laugh harder. Are these games scary?
Yes.
No, I don't want to play them.
Yeah.
All right.
I played like 5 minutes of the first Metro that I had. I don't know which one that was. 20-something? 2088?
I remember
2077?
years ago, Angry Joe doing a review on the second one. You know, like this looks interesting, and then I saw the
2033.
horror.
Sorry.
Huh? My bad.
2033 is the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. I bought the book on it though. Haven't read it yet.
Fair. I was gonna say you should know it's scary if you've read the book, but I guess not.
I'm too scared.
But yeah, like it starts like the first one starts like in a train car, and you're just talking to people, and then like things attack the train, and you have to like it stops and you have to get out. And I was like, no, I'm good. As long as I never get off this train car, it never has to become a scary game. And then I closed out of it and never went back to it.
Wow.
Yep, that's where I'm at.
That last game was so mediocre. I couldn't get through it.
That's what I heard.
Last Light.
No, the one after that.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
the
was
one
three.
came out like it was an
Last
Epic Game
year?
exclusive.
Or
We
2
talked
years
about it.
ago, something like that.
Wait,
It was last year. It was just last year.
like, wait, the one that was.
There's 3 Metro games, bro.
Is there still one coming soon?
What?
Is there still one coming soon?
No, that one came out already.
That one came out already.
Oh,
It's on Game Pass.
it came out to zero fanfare then. Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder why.
So it was actually not good.
It was just very mediocre.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is the last Jim Sterling video I ever watched.
huh. Because it looked okay. Like I remember, like we were watching Game Awards or something, and they had a trailer, and I was like, I kind of want to play this actually. Like I've been scared by the others, but this one looks cool.
Yeah, Metro Exodus.
That's it. I did not realize that was out.
Yeah, that's 2019.
As the kids say, I was today years old when I learned that.
Wow.
Yeah. So you could go play that. It's on Game Pass.
I probably won't.
All right. A game that you might play is Disintegration when it comes out.
Oh, I definitely will.
It's
What is this?
It's a Halo clone.
Oh.
It's a Halo ripoff.
Don't start with me.
I'm just referencing to our conversation.
I am too many drinks deep to deal with you.
Yeah. Me too, buddy. First multiplayer beta arrives later this month. Public beta will follow from January 31st to February 1st on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. There are beta signups happening right now.
Oh yeah, did I sign up?
So go ahead.
The image I'm seeing first, the head of this guy looks like General Grievous from Star Wars.
Yeah, it kind of does. Both.
Hello there.
He's like the best part of the prequels, that guy.
Who?
He's the worst part of the Clone Wars show.
Who? General Grievous?
Yeah.
Or Kenobi.
Grievous.
No, John Grievous.
Oh, he was so badass in the anime, in the Tartakovsky shorts. Oh my god.
Yeah, but in Clone Wars, like, everyone's safe. Like, we know that. And yet every episode is just like, oh, General Grievous found us again. What do we do? And I'm like, just move on. Bring in new characters that can actually have some stakes.
Is that show good? Okay, never mind.
It's not bad.
I hear after the first season it gets really good.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And we haven't skipped the first season yet.
Same.
But like, there's a lot of build up and stuff for the first season. But the problem is Disney. I know we're on a different topic right now, but the
That's
problem
my
is
fault, I'm
Disney
sorry.
doesn't have them in order. So,
What?
Like, yeah. So like we watched 2-episode chunks that like are one after the other, and then the next episode we watched, the recap is stuff that does not make any sense
Oh.
and is clearly related to something that we should have watched, but was not the last 2 episodes. And so I feel like in this last half of the season, it's going to be a lot of episodes that are like set up for the stuff that we've watched. So I'm just kind of done.
I just saw a video of, like, not from Clone Wars but from Rebels, where that girl that Anakin finds, yeah, and like she meets Darth Vader. I'm like, oh, that's fucking tragic.
Yeah.
Ahsoka meets Darth Vader?
In Rebels, yeah.
Wow.
That's what I've seen that picture.
And I'm like, I knew she considered him her master and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I loosely followed. I'm like, oh god, can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Because you don't really get that with Vader in the because like everybody who did that, Kenobi was like whatever. They had that fire meeting. We all know what happened there. They had that.
Yeah.
Like, that's like fuck. That's why I want to watch this. I want to see like people actually give a shit about Anakin going to the dark side.
That's
Right.
cool.
Yeah, like it's 6 seasons, so I want to watch the rest of it.
God damn. What? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
Clone
busy
Wars.
watching Avengers. Are you kidding me?
They're only like 30 minutes though, right? Or even even less.
30 episodes in each season.
Okay. Maybe they fixed it that they're linear again.
I want to say
Anyway.
real quick that Rise of Skywalker, one of the best parts of that is hearing all the different Jedis that came before.
Oh hell yeah.
Voices in there too.
Yeah, her voice is in there. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's been like a month. We can spoil it. It's fine.
Yeah. Everybody fucking throwing each other under the bus and like, no, it was their idea. No, it was this idea.
Anyway, Disintegration looks great. It's not a Halo clone, but it's like it's Private Division, developer buddies of ours. Private Division taking on that like genre of game.
It's got some of the
It's got-
people that worked on that game before.
It does, yeah, sure. But it looks cool, and apparently the beta is only going to have like one of those game modes.
2, apparently. 2 of 3.
Oh yeah, it's got the FPS and the RTS. That's right.
So the first game mode is called Retrieval, where one team attempts to deliver a payload while another team attempts to defend the zone. Kind of sounds like Overwatch to me. The second game mode is Control, where 2 teams attempt to dominate the battlefield by capturing various points on the map. Sounds like Control from Destiny to me. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about. It's a
Oh.
first-person shooter, a real-time strategy game, and a ship combat, like combat exploration game. Like those are the 3 game modes I'm talking about.
Okay, well they said 2 of the 3 game modes, so that's what I'm going with.
Right, because those are the multiplayer like
Yes.
game types or whatever.
Right.
But I'm saying there's like 3 distinct gameplay styles in the game. It's not just a first-person shooter.
Right.
But I think in these modes, you do both of the first-person shooter and the real-time strategy stuff. I'm pretty sure. So basically, like while you're running around like in first person mode, you can give commands to other like non-playable characters on the map to like fight with you.
Do
So
you
that's
guys
where they're
remember in Black Ops, I think it was 3 or 2, where you had like this mode specifically, like the RTS FPS part? No?
I don't play Call of Duty.
Okay. Well, there was I think it was 3 or 2, where you had exactly this. You had the RTS where you would command and put troops and stuff, and then you'd go into the FPS mode and you would fight, and then you could toggle between the two, which was like I had a really tough time with that. I didn't think it was any good, but and hopefully they pull it off here.
There was also a part in Final Fantasy VII where you put troops down and then go into the field.
Yes, there was.
Yeah. Condor, man.
That happened. That happened in the game.
I hope that's in the remake.
Oh.
But no, what bothers me is like I really want to see the ship combat stuff because that's going to be the one that's hard to get right. Like FPS, RTS, they're kind of known quantities. Ship combat is a little more tricky.
I think every single game that has done FPS RTS has not done it right. I can't think of one that's gotten it like, yeah, this is how you do it.
I'm just saying, like, even the Star Fox series, which is just a ship combat series, doesn't get it right game to game.
I mean, it's Star Fox.
Right. But that's all that game is. When it's only one of 3 gameplay styles in a game, I don't know how deep it'll be. But I'm curious about this game. It seems really cool.
Yeah. All right. What else is really cool is modders build an entire Harry Potter world in Minecraft.
Yes, I forgot this was in there.
Go ahead and talk about your Harry Potter.
Yeah, so I don't actually have the story up, but I have it memorized. Not like the article itself, just the information, to be clear.
All right.
So basically, like this started as just like a build mod like years ago, where they wanted to try to recreate the castle of the game, and it kind of fell apart. Like they realized that like movie to movie, the castle was different. Like just it shifted as in regards to what the movie needed.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say, side tangent, not related to the story. One of the games, I think it was Goblet of Fire, had a fully no, it was Prisoner of Azkaban, because I did the GameCube video and I put that in there. Had the full Hogwarts castle and the grounds like explorable in free roam for the first time, so you could just use that as a guide because it's like canon accurate or whatever. But anyway, I guess they like scoured the movies and all the other content and stuff to figure out kind of the general consensus of what the castle looks like, and essentially built it like inside out, with like functional shifting staircases. You can actually play Quidditch in it, and like there's different like contexts, puzzles rooms where you can like use spells to activate different things. Kind of like the Hogwarts in Florida, and I guess California too, where like if you get a wand in the wand shop, there's like different areas you can step on and like point your wand and it'll activate something because like the wand has a sensor in it to activate with the spots, kind of like that but in Minecraft. And so yeah, it's like a fully realized Hogwarts that you can actually interact with. They're working on turning it into like essentially its own game inside of Minecraft. It's a full mod, where you can basically like play as your own wizard character, and they're wanting to like add a bunch of functionality to it and stuff. But right now it's pretty much just like the working castle with some cool interactive elements and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really curious to see where this goes because I have never been a huge fan of Minecraft. Like, I'm not a builder creative type, but in the past, I think you were there, Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
We did like kind of a group server with like Pokemon.
Yeah, it was my server.
Yeah, I thought it was Eternals.
No, it was mine.
Okay, he kind of took it over, so
I paid for it. Damn it!
I know, but that's what I thought. like the lead.
I was at work when you guys all played, and I just like watched you.
Sorry. But I like those kinds of things, you know, where like a thing already exists and you can just play in the world.
Yeah.
So like, I would definitely check this out. It sounds awesome.
Cool.
And I just love that they like accurately recreated the castle, like square by square. I just want to explore that, really.
So our last news story for today is Sony is sitting out of E3 again. I actually forgot they weren't at E3 last year.
I forgot about E3 last year. What did we get at E3 last year? Seriously.
Microsoft was there.
Nintendo had good shit, but
EA was
that's all
there.
out now.
But they do their digital conference anyway. They're not actually at E3.
Yeah, but it was that week of, so I
Yeah,
can't.
true. I mean, they're on the show floor and stuff. But I like related to E3. I don't think E3 as a concept will ever go away. But I could see like the days of presentations from all the different studios and things like that. I could see that going away, and it just becoming like a convention where like games are on the show floor and it's just a public event where people come in and play stuff, and then all of the actual like conference events are just staged internet things like Nintendo does. It's just a video conference, they don't have a stage or anything, and then the entire convention is on the show floor. It seems like that's kind of the way we're going, because
Like a
Sony has
PAX?
already said like we will, yeah, kind of like PAX. Sony's already said like we'll have our own conferences, we'll do our own events. We're just not going to spend the money to be at E3. And Nintendo, like they have the show floor stuff, like they make a big show of it, but they don't like do the stage space and have all the people come out and stuff. They just film it in advance and then play it. That seems to be the more common thing lately. Except I think EA still brought out a car, because why not?
Hell yeah. There's always got to be a car.
Jedi Fallen Order was a big part of EA Play last year. Now I remember.
Yeah. Apparently, they moved their headquarters to like the UK or something in Europe, or somewhere in Europe. That's where they have the whole like Sony Paris stuff happening, and they have a bigger presence at Gamescom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
They go big at Gamescom.
yeah, they're more about Europe now these days, less about North America.
Well, somebody has to after Britain's leaving them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shots
topical humor. Oh,
A lot of are high on America these days.
yeah. The whole world is literally burning. So
And so
Mostly
with this announcement, Phil Spencer tweeted out that their team is hard at work on E3. We look forward to sharing with all who love and play what's ahead. Our firm has consistently been propelled by a cross-section of creativity and technical progress. 2020 is a milestone year in that journey of Team Xbox.
That's
so,
true. I will say, like, it's smart of Microsoft to make a big deal about E3, because they have their EXO conference or whatever, but if everyone else is pulling out of E3, like, the big three, I should say,
yeah.
it's Microsoft's game to win.
Yep.
Why not?
Right.
At that point.
Exactly. It's basically you're taking over the conference from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's our last news story. Mike in the chat asked us, what's the most wanted thing out of the next console?
Mike the TV. Sorry, I have to every time.
My most wanted thing is what we're already getting: backwards compatibility. I think that's huge, and it was like sorely lacking in this generation.
Yeah. Like keeping your digital purchases going forward. It's great.
Yeah, that's kind of along the same lines.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't think you really get disc drives, so it's not like you can pop in a PS1 disc or anything.
Yeah.
But like content you downloaded, like I've got my PS3 and my Wii U behind me. They're worthless now. Like I can't play the stuff that's on them anywhere else.
Yeah.
And that's stupid.
It sucks, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I don't get to answer the question.
No. I was gonna say my thing, but whatever.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. The way it sounded like you were wrapping up. I'm like, hold on.
No.
I know I'm insignificant, but Jesus.
I forgot you were here. No, I was just saying my stuff is along the same lines as Justin. That's why I was gonna go to next. But yeah, that, and I hear the load times are basically like insignificant. Like it's gonna be minuscule, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of that.
That's huge.
Hopefully that's true. Ben, you.
Well, backwards compatibility. I think I agree with you guys on that. That's huge. Because I
thing.
yeah. I mean, I want to be selfish and like fucking make everything portable, like make your own switches. This is like modern conveniences. Find ways to be able to connect with your system. That's where even though you're not at home, which I think some of them already do. Like I don't know. Like when it comes to like console stuff, I'm not really too familiar with architecture and stuff like that.
I don't know. Everyone's making fun of that. What company is that that's putting out the console?
Alienware? Oh, yeah.
Alienware. Everyone's making fun of that thing, even though it's literally just a portable PC.
That's
like,
dope.
What's wrong with having a thing that gets you more access to your games on the go?
It's a Switch ripoff.
It's ripping off the Switch.
Yeah.
But what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Like, why can't every console do that?
It's dope. Yeah.
Right. Sorry, continue.
I don't know, being able to. They already do the thing where you can plug in your own hard drive, right, or like thumb drive or something.
Yeah. They've had that since PS3.
Okay. See, I'm ignorant. I'm super ignorant when it comes to these consoles. I don't know. Fucking a warning that says, "Hey, you've been gaming for more than 3 hours. Are you okay?" Just, you know what? That's my thing. Our self-care messages.
Don't bring that back.
Seriously. No. Maybe not that, but like self-care messages, like you're like maybe when you're in the menu and like you come home from work and you're depressed and you're like, I want to play a game, but I don't know what to play. So you're listening to Air's theme for like the billionth time.
So you want like an AI that you can talk to?
Not talk to, but just like it's just like, hey, are you doing okay? And it just sprouts something.
Get to hydrate.
You want Jarvis?
Yeah, kind of. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
well, I will say the patent for the PS5 controller says that it has like haptic feedback, so maybe it just gives you a little hug,
a little massage,
It just like it pushes back a little bit. It's like, hey, you look like you need some attention. It's like squeezes,
or like, what would be really cool going further? It's that like in the store, like instead of having to scroll down, it shows you like these are your recommendations. These are based on your output. Here's what I recommend you should play, and it shows you the deals and shit like that.
I mean, there's stuff like that already, but I'm gonna go a step further with your suggestion and make the goddamn UI good.
Oh yeah.
The UI on the Xbox One and PS4 is horrendous, and it takes forever to load.
Well, I was gonna say like the PS4 UI really hasn't changed like since launch.
Yeah.
But the Xbox One UI has changed a lot, right?
Yeah, and it's still bad.
It's still like
it's Windows 10, isn't it?
It's not Windows.
Like it's gone through multiple complete redesigns, and it's trash.
Yes.
I don't know how to find anything.
It's terrible.
As a late adopter,
did you try pressing the search button?
There's no search button.
I mean,
there has to.
There is.
There has to be. That's
not a dedicated search button.
You press the Y. Like there's probably X or Y or R. There's got to be a button it'll take you to.
I think if you hold down Start, it does.
You can do voice searches to connect, but I don't have that trash.
Another thing: bring back Start and back or select buttons.
Yeah.
Here's another one I got another one. Give me the option to buy an actual wired controller, and not have it just be wireless, like not third party, like actual wired controller.
I think you can wire them in via USB micro USB.
Yeah, but they're shitty. Like they're real shitty. I'm talking one because like sometimes with like USBs, if they get bent even a little bit, you're fucked. And then
these ones would be USB-C then.
I'm just saying, just put it in the thing where it's not going to get removed because it's like your kid or your nephew or something, or maybe you kicked it too hard. Just let me have the option to buy a wired-in old school controller that's not third party.
Okay, how about next generation? Ben takes better care of his crap.
I do take better care. I do take good care of my crap.
How
I'm just
about
saying,
the pack-in fighting stick?
No, because that'd be too. You want to drag the price of a PS4 from $400 to $700? Do you really want to do that?
You relearned how well mandatory pack-ins worked with the Kinect.
Actually, that would probably be cheaper to. Well, actually, no, it'd be more expensive to get a fight stick. But,
Ike opened the
I'm just saying,
floodgate.
is that wrong to have an option? Like maybe I prefer. I don't want to play wirelessly, or like they do a bad job of making their cables loose and shaky. So
Here's the thing. My wired Xbox PC controller is a charge cable. Like
yeah,
you
I'm
can't
talking about it should be
get-
built into it.
Right, I'm saying like, this is a wired only controller, and it's still a charge cable. Like you can't just find the ones that are just plugged in automatically.
They should make it. That's what I'm saying. Go old school, nostalgia.
I don't know.
All right, I think we're done here. Thanks, Mike, for the question.
We've been done.
Justin, where can people find you?
You can find me if you look up Zero Score on Twitter or YouTube or Twitch, maybe /Mixer. I was going to start streaming this week, and then I didn't because I felt like moving around my TVs and stuff instead. I am an enigma, okay? I'll stream when I feel like it.
Hi, Enigma. I'm Two-Face.
Shut up, Candace.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought your name was Candace.
Yeah. But no, I'm gonna try to stream some Tim Tams this weekend because I've got a 3-day weekend, so I've got plenty of time to get stuff done.
I swear, I think you're talking about a medicine whenever you say that name.
Tim Tam.
I'm gonna take some Tim Tams before I go to Din Din.
Also, check out my Game of the Year video. I had a lot of fun with that.
It was really good.
Yeah, and it's the same stuff we talked about on the show last week, but in video form, and I added some stuff to the script on the fly.
Ooh. And Candace, where can people find you?
Can this dick fit in your mouth? You can find me at twitter.com/marvelousiggy. I'm gonna just say it here. My first Let's Play that I'm gonna do is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I didn't talk about it during the games part, but I've been playing Link to the Past on my 3DS. Just because when I get home, my Switch usually needs to recharge, so I don't play it on there, and I don't feel like turning on my TV, or at least turning on my Super Nintendo Classic to play it. But I decided I've been wanting to play. I turn it on, start playing it, and now I want to do a Let's Play of it. So that'll be the first thing I come back to because it's such a classic of a game. Screw you for making me cheat and making me decide what's worse, Chrono Trigger or that. You know who you are. I didn't forget your name at all. No, but you know who you are.
I'm sorry.
Friend of the show, Eric V. Bailey.
Yeah, that guy. Screw you. They're both good boys. Anyways,
He's great though.
yeah, he is. But just don't make me choose. Twitter.com/marvelousiggy. I don't know when it's coming out. But yeah, that's the plan. And then I'm deciding right now whether to do a Rambo video on either Yooka-Laylee, The Impossible Lair, or Shovel Knight King of Cards because both games have my absolute attention right now. Huh?
Porque no los dos.
Effort. I don't know because maybe I want to change my mind and do something else afterwards. I don't know. We'll see.
Fickle.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Dan O'Brien. But that's it for me.
It's really good. You can find me, your host Thomas, on Twitter, CSG Thomas. You can find us here at charshot.com for audio, video, and written content. Check out my other podcast, Destiny. If you're not into Destiny, we still have a good time with it.
Yeah, but I'm not on it, so no one cares.
Ben listens to it.
I listen.
MVP.
I like it.
MVP. Me.
Okay, DDP.
I don't understand that reference either.
Is he gonna stalk Undertaker's wife now?
You can email me, thomas@charshot.com, and rate us on iTunes, find us on Stitcher, Spotify, all that good stuff. Until then, guys, enjoy your games. Have a good night.
Hey, you know what we didn't do?
What?
Talk about Smash Bros.
Yeah, fuck Smash.